Avoid these 5 problems that will keep you poor or that are keeping you poor. So some of you have probably heard me go through this already, but sometimes it needs to be resaid. So one is bad spending habits. I mean, I've had them, so I know. Every time you get money, you allocate it to a lot of expenses. You don't save anything, you don't invest anything, and then you end up broke, right? Which will be called the cycle of the rat race. So to avoid that cycle, to keep you poor, because let's say your income increase and you keep up with that kind of habit, you'll never have money. So you want to set aside for savings. I believe in tithing. If you don't believe in tithing, well, I'm not here to force you, but I'm just saying. Your investments, even your education is important to never stop educating yourself with the right education, right? Because not all education is the right education. um yes, so beware of the bad spending. The other thing you need to avoid, the other problem you need to avoid, that is not having a strict budget or just not sticking to a budget. So sometimes some persons start off, but then they either lose that zeal or they don't feel like doing it, and they follow their feelings over what is the reality. So don't allow your feelings to get in your way. In life, there are days you're not going to feel to do a lot of things. There are days you're not going to feel to work. There are days you're not going to feel to do a lot of things that are important. But you can't allow that to direct your life, because it could and help cause you to end up in problems, right? So make sure when you set a budget, you stick to the budget. If something is wrong with the budget, it's best you seek someone who is on top of their budget, sticks to their budget, that can help you to probably adjust in order to help you keep up with your budget. Sometimes it might be a case of, the company you keep. So if you're on high spending persons or persons who don't budget, you may need to change your company. I know sometimes that's not the best thing. Not the best thing. Will be the best thing, but it's not always the easiest thing to do. But yeah, sometimes the company you keep could kind of discourage you from doing things that will help you to get out of poverty in this case. Another thing is that you're not tracking your expenses. It's important not just to track expenses, but track your income. See how much money you're making each month, how your expenses are. Is it that you have extra money after all your expenses? Is it that you have no money, and then you'll know whether or not you need to cut down on expenses, whether or not you need to um, get a better job or earn more money some other way? So when you keep track of your expenses, that is definitely important to help you avoid falling into those poverty traps or those things that will cause you to stay in poverty. Another issue is going to be you only have one source of income. Now, as most persons know, especially if you are a low income earner, you don't want to just have one source of income. Of course, I'm not going to say to go and find another job so you work 15, 18 hours a day, because that's going to be really draining and exhausting. But there are ways you can tap into passive income. There are so many different forms of passive income, meaning that you can make money while you sleep. Some of them are actually in a way that if it is you, let's say, want to become an author, and some people will say, oh gosh, I can't do that, your belief system. Just remember, you have to believe it first before you can see it. And then you'll have to like work on putting together the book, or if it's a song or whichever form of passive income. And then, or they are like investments. If you have money, you could just go and invest on stuff, but you don't usually get the money at one time, right? The money has to grow over time. So there are different forms of passive income. So Learn about all the different types of passive income. See which one will work for you. See which one you are comfortable with. I'm not talking about Ponzi scheme and those things where people telling you to bring your money and bring two other persons and it's like a pyramid scheme or stuff. That don't work because they don't have no product selling, so it's not gonna work. You wanna make sure if it is you wanna invest in the stock market or in some government bonds or treasury and those type of things, stocks, learn about those things first. Don't just go into them, but there are great ways that you can invest your money and make money while you sleep and not have to work 2-3 jobs and stress and drain yourself. You don't want to die young, you want to preserve your life, right? So learn about them. Also, last but not least, but probably one of the most important one, lack of knowledge. Now, I used to think I never used to like learning. So when I was finished with high school and stuff, my mindset was I couldn't wait to finish studying, thinking that the studying was not that interesting to me because again, most of the things we study in the high school or stuff is not going to help us in life, right? So why waste your time, right? So what I'm saying is lack of knowledge in the sense that some person saying, oh, I've been studying for all these years. I've studied in business alone for 9 years. I've studied in primary school, high school, and university a total of 19 years. Like what? And after 19 years, that did little for my growth in terms of my personal growth, business growth, and stuff. So lack of knowledge and the wrong knowledge. So when it is I started to learn about business from entrepreneurs who are millionaires, billionaires, that is when I started to see big, massive, exponential growth in my business. So imagine if I was learning those things, the real success strategies and stuff, when I was probably my childhood or at least a teenager. I would have been a millionaire already, right? Just saying. But the school system is a waste of time. Now, I do have a school, and that's exactly why I had to change my mind about certain things. I do offer part-time classes for students who do maths and English and those things, but Lord help me. It's like I try to also inform those students that listen, nothing wrong with getting O levels and stuff, but that only going to get you so far in life. If you want to go beyond this in life, this is what you need to know. These are the people you need to learn from and stuff. So I always tell persons learn from those who know the game. Alright? So you'll be blessed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.